Good morning guys, happy Sunday. We are officially 8 weeks out. So today marks a big day, 8 weeks out, that's crazy. I'm going to again do my fasted cardio and I think I've got a pool session to do today. So I will either do that this morning or later. Feeling a little bit hungry already this morning because calories have been dropped. I will fill you guys in later as to what we've dropped down to, the training regime and everything else. But yeah, for now it's looking quite overcast outside, but it should be fine for cycling. I think it's quite warm because I don't feel cold at all. So we're going to go and get this cardio done. I will check with you guys later. We are home from a very productive morning, so we managed to get in all my cardio. Basically, I think most of my steps are done for the day as well, so yeah, I don't have to be active if I don't want to be pretty much the rest of the day. Also have come home to a delivery, which is perfect because I have run out of this. Not very nice. I don't like taking these at all. They are Nordic supplements, high grade omega-3 capsules. They're quite expensive, these ones, but they're the ones I normally get, and there's so many of them in here. One for every day of the year. So yeah, I literally haven't had these in ages. I think it was like £40 for the whole thing, but very much worth it, especially on prep when, you know, calories are low. You need to make sure you are getting in your supplements. We have also got selenium. The reason for this is because a couple of years ago, I did one of those DNA tests, and this has got to be true because I'll tell you why. Basically, it was a DNA test where it kind of says things that are good for you, things that you're likely to be deficient in, things that you have a high tolerance for, things like that, that you might be allergic to. Selenium happened to be one of the ones that I have a high likelihood of being deficient in, and it's definitely genetic because that's exactly the same as my mum. So I thought, let me get selenium just to make sure that I'm not deficient in it. And then the other one I did get a couple more, but I think they're arriving maybe later or tomorrow, was glutamine, because I've run out of that as well. So that is what we got from there. And then I also picked up some chicken, salmon, because I've run out of both of those. I basically run out of everything. I do have rice. Laundry, because I'm always doing laundry and I've run out of laundry tablets. And then broccoli, and I actually got some rocket because it was like reduced 55p, so I thought, well, I'm gonna have that today. I haven't had rocket in a while. So, the other thing I got was jalapenos. Basically, I really wanted my normal chili sauce, but unfortunately, they didn't have it. And I've run out of chili sauce, so I thought, well, closest thing I can really get. I don't like having any additives, any added sugar or anything. So closest thing I can get is jalapenos, so that's what we got. Yeah, and as I said, just chicken, salmon. So I'm gonna make my meal one, chicken, rice, and veg. Chicken, rice and broccoli, very exciting. I enjoy every single meal though. And then I'm going to update you guys on what has happened with prep. Meal one. We have 80 grams of rice, so I have reduced my rice quantity, which is sad. We have 150 grams of broccoli, 140 grams of chicken, which I've done in the air fryer with nothing on it, and then some jalapenos, and I did put the garlic in there as well. I'm going to put some salt in there as well. And then we will go through everything. Should we put this one? We were only reduced to that amount yesterday, so I think now we're going to start to see significant changes, and I'm definitely feeling a lot leaner than the beginning of prep. I have a little bit of bloating still, just because it's around that time of the month, but Once that's gone, hopefully all the inflammation, everything will go, and that will be perfect. With the high rocks, I have decided I'm going to move the high rocks competition until November. Hopefully the end of November I'm hoping to do. And that just really takes the load and the stress of trying to prep for both of them at the same time, because now really I've got to focus on the bodybuilding. Like, we're 8 weeks out and I just wasn't recovering. Like, I had way too much fatigue. I can dedicate the next 8 weeks to bodybuilding, and then after that we go straight into dedicating it to high rocks, which is a lot more realistic. I might try and do like 1 or 2 runs in the week, but other than that it's just not possible to do both at the same time, with, you know, a severe calorie deficit, and it's not ideal. You know, I didn't want to risk injury. I can't perform optimally at either of them if I try and do that, and you know, I want to give both of them my best shot. Obviously I'm really new to high rocks, so I'm not expecting great things this year. Let's just see how it goes, but hopefully, you know, maybe in the next couple of years we'll see if I enjoy it. Anyway, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna put some of this salt. It's actually quite nice, this one. So it's really garlicky roast garlic sea salt. I normally put pink Himalayan, but it's just a little bit more flavour. It's quite nice. And I've also, yeah, I've chopped up the jalapenos. I don't know actually how hot they are. Actually mix them in. Normally I'd mix them, the chilli sauce. But we'll do a taste test and we shall see. So I do like doing my chicken in the air fryer. It just tastes a little bit better when it's like crispy. And then I always cook the rice and the veg in the rice cooker. So let's do the chili taste test, jalapeno taste test. Guys, I thought I'd show you my last meal of the day. So we have 80 grams of rice, 100 grams of spinach. I put some of those jalapeno things in. We have a salmon fillet, which is 100 grams with no skin or anything, no oil or anything, and then I drizzled 5 grams of oil on top of the rice. So that is my last meal of the day. And then I normally just have a little like herbal tea. And I've taken some supplements actually, I've really taken them. So in the evening, before I have my meal, I take zinc, B6 and magnesium. I also take a probiotic before I have that meal, and then I take another vitamin C. So they're my evening supplements at the moment. Has been quite a good day, as always. I think the mornings are always busy. The afternoons I tend to feel so tired sometimes. Like, thankfully we're finally coming my period, so that means I should start to have a lot more energy now. But honestly the week before, like, is a drag. It is difficult, it's not easy in any shape or form, so I'm very happy that now it's an upward kind of thing. So this evening I've actually set myself some goals not to look at technology past 7 PM, and unless it's like something work related which is urgent, especially not to look at social media. So instead just to kind of like do some meditation, to do some reading, to do some reflecting, if I have any more steps to get in, go on a little walk, and then unwind and try and go to sleep when it gets dark. So I really want to do this thing where I get up when it's light, which at the moment is very, very early. It's like 4, just after 4:30. And then go to sleep when it's dark. I mean, getting up when it's light is not an issue for me because I'm normally up before 4 or maybe like 4ish. And then getting to sleep when it's dark, maybe a bit more difficult because sometimes I do want to go to bed a little bit earlier. But the problem I have is I'll go to bed earlier and then I'll literally have such an intermittent night of sleep, and then I'll look at technology. So no technology in my bedroom, try and go to sleep when it's a little bit darker, and try and get a more consistent night's sleep, because I think that will hopefully really help my recovery. So that is like my main goal at the moment. But yeah, it's just I really want to get back into more writing and being more creative, because I think one of the problems that one has when, you know, we spend a lot of time on social media online is it really breaks our distraction and just our own kind of thoughts and imagination and creativity and things. And as a kind of like artist, you know, not in a conventional sense of drawing, but in, you know, body artist, I think it's really, really important to be able to cultivate that creativity. So I want to stretch and free, to be in nature, and to just really live, I guess, a very simple life, which I do live, but I definitely go through times, as I'm sure a lot of us do, where I do get very distracted by things. And one thing I love about YouTube is you can post a video and it's not nearly so distracting as, say, Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all these other ones. But even now they have obviously the YouTube shorts, which I don't really post. And I think, you know, we just don't have an attention span anymore for more than about 20 seconds or maybe even less than that. So it's nice, personally, if I'm gonna watch something, I prefer to watch kind of a long form YouTube video. In fact, I always follow a couple of YouTubers, so yeah, that's just personal preference. I've also started doing some Sudoku. So I've actually completed a couple of them already. And again, it's just good to keep the mind kind of active and taking over. And I'm reading a couple of books at the moment. So I have a non-fiction book, a very good book. Can't actually remember the name of it. I'll show you it another time because I can't go together now, which is really interesting. And then I'm reading Letters from a Stoic, which I have actually read before, but I think books like this, you can never not revisit them, because you always get something new from them. And yeah, that's it really. So I'm gonna love you and leave you guys, and I will speak to you very soon.